It's clickbait, I swear. Kinda, sorta, not really. On my channel, I analyze villains and give them a score 1 out of 10. Before season 4, I gave him a 10, but after season 4, is he still a 10? Let's talk about it.
Blow A train. What?
So let's get to my title. I won't leave you hanging because two things that season 4 explored big time are Homelander's insecurities, his desire for love, his upbringing, and a big one, his relationship with Ryan. Do I feel bad for Homelander? Not in the sense I feel bad for characters who actually deserve it, but there are so many scenes I can't help but feel this sadness.
Why? You're ungrateful? You go behind my back? You lie to me? Why?
Sure, there are more scenes I feel anger and disgust, horror even, but every once in a while I do feel that sadness. I'm by no means saying that Homelander doesn't deserve the bad things that happen to him. If anything, he deserves more. I think what's sad about it is just how his brain works to see the guy he's, been turned into. One of the genius parts of Homelander as a character is the fact that he has a sad origin, but the show never wants us to feel bad for him. He's this man-child so disconnected from reality that he doesn't even see normal humans as valuable beings. He sees him and Ryan as so much higher than everyone else. Everyone else is, capybara.
Destined for so much more. You understand? You're chosen, young man.
So why do I feel sad? I'm sad that it came to this. Homelander has some real problems we can all relate to. He wants love, he doesn't feel like he's good enough. Those are all things that are very human. But it's sad to see him inflict so many horrible deeds on people when the solutions are right in front of him. He's so desperate for love, he doesn't see that that love would be a lot easier if he wasn't, him. If he genuinely was a hero, he would have the love of the world forever. But he's so disconnected from the world, he feels he has to force it. And I think that goes back to the origins of being abused as a child in a ruthless and loveless environment. And that's what's sad about it, dude. He has every opportunity to not be who he is, to be good and therefore solve his problems, but he doesn't. And because he doesn't, horrible things happen. It's a sad and evil world, yes, a world that created the ultimate evil in Homelander, and many times the greatest evils are spawned by more evil. I hope I explained that well. If there's any confusion, Homelander's awful. He's not the good guy. Don't root for him. He's disgusting and despicable. And that's further solidified by some of his scenes. Let's talk about them. The first scene from this season that really stood out to me for Homelander was, of course, the "Hey Deep, you should go blow A train." Really though, it's the one where he has his goons kill his 3 biggest fans so they can frame the Starlight crowd. Talk about seeing people as puppets, but also for a guy that craves love like a drug. Interesting move to kill 3 of your biggest fans. The guys that love you the most. No homo. Well, maybe. The guy has that murder boner like Black Noir, seriously. Really though, one of the crazy Homelander scenes of all time is when he goes back home to bring them a cake, the people that raised him, and tell them that he forgives them, but also kill him. Context-wise, it does kind of feel like filler, but the scene itself is shocking, horrifying, and gives us one of Anthony Starr's best scenes as Homelander. Especially the end. Yeah, how do I say this polite? Homelander tells this guy, hey, you're gonna have a good time, and if you don't actually, have a good time, well then, me, Homelander, I'm gonna have a good time. Anthony Starr as Homelander, I've said it a million times, one of the best performances you can find on TV right now, and ultimately, it's what carries some of the dead weight in some of the filler arcs Homelander has this season. Because really this season, right, he wants more power, and he wants more loyalty with Ryan. Now, that second story thread fizzled out a little bit. They kind of abandoned it in the second half, but it's alright. He's gifted Ryan by Mallory being stupid, and gifted the power by Sister Sage being smart. To the show's credit, it's obviously a setup for season 5, so I can't criticize the show too much for not closing every story thread, but hey dude, it should make season 5 that much better, but also puts a lot of pressure on it.
It's time to overcome this need for love, this sickness, once and for all.
Yes, Homelander's still a 10. Sure, he has some filler, and yeah, he might not have as much that improves him as a character this season, but also there's nothing that hurts him as a character. Anthony Starr is still insane, the scenes are insane, best villain on TV.
What a great idea. Go for it, sport. Does nobody come back pregnant?
Thank you for watching. For my original analysis on Homelander, you can check that out right there. New analysis coming out. I have 2 more coming out in the next probably 7 days, in the next week. Also, go subscribe to my second channel. Homelander's going to give me dating advice. I'm going to make that video. It's going to be awesome. Bye.
Come on. I do not want to miss Smash Mouth.